Well, to jump to the chase, Rational Roundtable, I am probably best described as, I think you called it a partial determinist. I don't think that's a very good philosophical formulation because there's such a clear history of the word determinism that makes partial determinism an oxymoron, but be that as it may, our will is constrained. I think there should be a lack of controversy about the term free will, meaning absolute freedom or not, because nothing is absolutely free. Uh, I believe in free speech as a very important human right, and yet nothing is absolutely free. Um, if if it's not absolutely free, does that mean it's not really free? Well, only if the version of free that you're using, the definition, is a trivial one that applies to nothing. Applies to nothing. So, if our definition of freedom is to apply to anything, then it has to be understood in a relativistic sense, and that includes with will. Now, though I jump to the quick of it, my basic position is really that will exists. Um, Something can be an illusion, like the sun rise. Oh, that's an illusion. We find it doesn't really rise when we look closer. But the phenomena of the sun rising still happens. The phenomena of will is still there. So I think people cut off the conversation when they try to adopt the position that the phenomena doesn't exist. In other words, determinists still, even if they're not compatibilists, there is something, in fact, called the free will. It's miscalled that, according to them, just like it's miscalling uh, the event when we come out of the shadow of the earth because the earth is spinning, calling that the sun rising is a mislabeling. It's misleading. So I believe that we have a constrained will. The freedom to make decisions is fairly small. On the other hand, the energy it takes to hit a domino is very small. And if there's just one domino, it doesn't make much difference. But if there's a whole series of dominoes, you can even amplify that power by by having the dominoes branch. So you can do arbitrarily large amounts of influence with these small bits of energy if there's a way to set up the dominoes in the mind. So uh, how free the will is an open question. And so it's possible it's not free at all. It's totally unfree. Those things I still consider possible. But it does exist. And we need to study how it works. And we can explain why the apparent motion of the sun is really explained by a different physical process. There it's spinning rather than it moving through the sky. But we will still have a phenomena that we're explaining. And so that's my first position. But yes, I believe the will is genuine insofar as the phenomena of choice really does exist. Multiple possible things really can be materially possible, meaning they can actually happen. And our will can make the difference between which happens. Cheers.